we've talked about kind of all of those that go into lifestyle with the wellness pyramid. Now let's move up into kind of that healthcare portion of things where it's informed self-care. What are the things in informed self-care that we can help support our skin? So in dealing with like, you know, bumps and scrapes that happen to us on occasion.
Well, I think it's looking in what you have in your cabinets, because you're going to use what's convenient.
Yeah.
Making sure it's on hand. And as I stated to you earlier with the 3 and 6-year-old boys,
Yeah.
it's on the counter. It doesn't leave. It has its own place on the counter, kind of like the remote. But when you're reaching for something to treat those little things, it's the daily stuff that's going to happen to everybody. Reaching for something like Correct-X, or reaching for the lavender for skin irritations, and having it handy and having it available versus having the other things that if they're not there, you can't grab them. Right? So ditch and switch, get rid of it, have it there. It works well. And it's something that I use on my kids. I've used since birth. When you know something's clean and safe, there's no reason not to have it there and not to replace things that, again, we're finding more things out about some of those preservatives every day.
Yeah, you bring up a good point of having it available. Part of the problem comes is that when we're transitioning from that lifestyle before to now this more natural lifestyle, but really to have now as that muscle memory, oh, there's Correct-X there. That's right. I want to use that, right? And making it readily available around your home really helps us to be able to utilize those things. Now let's talk about that sun issue that we've been talking about.
Right.
What sort of things do we reach for? You mentioned lavender might be soothing to the skin if we've been out a little bit too long or have forgotten to reapply. Are there any other things?
You would never do that, would you?
No, never. As a cowboy growing up, you know, in Arizona, that's never going to happen.
No. I would share an embarrassing story, but I'd probably get my license taken away. Of course it's going to happen. We all get outside and you have fun with your friends and basically can forget to reapply. So that being said, absolutely love the ingredients in doTERRA's after sun spray. When your ingredients are clean and you know what those ingredients do and how they work on the processes of the body and the skin and soothing irritation and other lumps, bumps, and things, then you can use it for other stuff besides just after sun care. I also recommend just having even like a straight aloe vera plant, which is nice. It's the stuff in the bottle, you're going to get a lot of synthetic stuff. So here you've got 2 options, right? You can have, and I'll tell you, I actually got a few off of Amazon, 3 aloe vera plants that I've now planted, that it's not hard to get. And you've got that fresh aloe vera that's right there, as opposed to going to buy the bottle that's got a lot of other things in there. But when it's readily available, you'll use it. If I didn't have that, then now I'm looking and going, okay, I've got this old green gel that maybe had been from 1985 under my sink. But I think it is important. And to your point, having it readily available not only gets you in the habit of doing it, but then your family sees it, and other people who you're influencing and who you don't realize you're influencing are watching and seeing you make those lifestyle choices. Because it's all connected.
My wife and I were recently out of town, and my son went fishing with my father-in-law. He loves to fish. And of course, Grandpa, being Grandpa, was more focused on the fun than, you know, maybe the protection from the sun. And so when we got home, my son had some challenges. One of the things that he found with the after sun, and he discovered this, that if he puts the bottle in the fridge and then sprays it on, it was so soothing for him.
Absolutely.
And really, so about every half hour, 45 minutes, he'd go grab it out of the fridge, spray some more on, rub it in, and found it to be really helpful because that was not only cold, but now he also had the soothing benefits of all that natural chemistry helping. The beauty of it being all natural too is we don't have to worry so much about, oh my gosh, you put too much on, or this is going to be like, they really do well at empowering our children to take care of themselves.
So see, look what the skin does. Like it builds better people, and we teach our kids big lessons from the skin.
That's right.
No, you're absolutely right. And I think that's, as parents, I don't think there's anyone in the room that would say, I don't want to empower my kids and I don't want them to use things that are not healthy. Of course we do. And we get busy in our busy lifestyles. And so sometimes, you know, you forget and you go back to those habits. But if it's readily available, it's going to be a lot easier, and then you are going to feel better and they're going to feel better long term having those products put on them versus other things that can potentially cause damage down the line.